Hey guys, Charles Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 collection, Deluxe class, Blurr. So, here he is in his alt mode, as you can see right here, and this is obviously not the G1 Blurr, or not any other Blurr, it is the, well, it is a Blurr, but it's not another Blurr from, like, the cartoons or anything like that. No. This is the Blurr is based on the design of the IDW the IDW comics design for Blurr. Sorry, I had felt like I had a little bit of a tongue twister there, even though I think I might have said it correctly a bit. Either way, so yeah, here's Blurr right here, based on the IDW comics version, his design in those comic books, and yeah. Pretty cool that we're actually now getting something other than, you know, the movies or the TV shows. We're getting some comic book related stuff. So yeah, so this is, again, part of that Velocitron Speedia 500 collection that's exclusive to Walmart. It's like the same one. Previously reviewed Override from that line, and there's like tons of figures, but there's a few key ones that stick out, such as this guy, Override, Scourge, and Cosmos, which is still very hard to find. But, yeah, now this is obviously for those that don't know, this is a heavy retool of the Studio Series 86 Blurr mold, but they just, like heavily retooled it to make it look like the IDW version, which was a pretty cool engineering thing on Hasbro's part, because, like, the figure still looks pretty accurate, despite him being a retool of a G1 accurate figure, but... yeah, but anyways, so here's Blurr right here, as you can see in his alt mode, and do quite like him. Might like this alt mode design a bit more than the G1 version. Yeah, like that's the thing, like, even though I really do like the G1 Blurr design, I do prefer the IDW one, because I like how more sleek it looks. It just looks, overall, very nice. Now here's the bottom. That's where you can definitely tell it's based from that Studio Series mold, because you got the feet on the bottom. And yeah, overall, pretty nice. There's some recognizable stuff carried over from the SSA 6 one, but there's some new little tweaks, as you can see. So, yeah. Anyways, so there's that. Not much else to say. Obviously, can't roll because, you know, it's, even though these are faux wheels, by the way, there's molded in. Yeah, no wheels whatsoever. Just have them. Hey, there you go. Just floating around, pretend, I guess. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, anyways, oh yeah, now, let's take a look at the packaging. I knew something, we're forgetting something. Alright, so for the packaging, yeah, here it is. Similar to what we saw with Overrides, you know, now we got Blurr there, we got the Velocitron Cyberplanet key symbol. Yeah, this is at the top here. We got Blurr, this is Blurr, that's why I said Blurr in the beginning. Otherwise, I would have said IDW Universe Blurr, but nope. I could have sworn that that's what they did. Oh well. But yeah, and here we got the obligatory product shot of Blurr in his robot mode, his alt mode, and then Velocitron Speedia 500 collection. He's 15 steps, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. So, anyways, let's get right back to Blurr here. So, similar to the SSA 6 Blurr, you can store his, which, by the way, let's get into the accessories. So starting off, we got his blaster right here, and it's pretty much the same as like what we saw with the, that fell. It's pretty much the same as what we saw with the SSA 6 one. The only difference is, well, it's kind of a big difference, is that the colors have changed. So before, they had this milky white for the SSA 6 one, and then for this Legacy one, they have like this kind of light baby blue, sort of. And, yeah, so there you can see the two side by side. Same mold, but different coloring. And you can store his gun right under here. There's a slot, both slots actually, on both sides of the gun in the back. There's a tab right here. You can just tab this in. So now he's got like a little bit of a gun thing, but it kind of looks a little ridiculous with that peg sticking out. But hey, there's that. So yeah, and he also comes with a welding tool. You can see right here, and it's like the SSA 6 one, the same mold, just in light blue plastic, as you can see here, with that Studio Series one, and yeah. So for storage on this, I'm not really too sure. Actually, wait, no. Now you can store under here. Just kind of remove this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's these 2 slots on the other side, and then there's these 2 tabs here, and there you go. Nope. We'll just go in. Come on. It's not budging. Maybe I have to put it the other way. Let's see. Yeah, I think this might be. Yeah, there we go. This is the correct way to do it. So there we go. Now that stores a bit nicer and cleaner. Yeah, then there's nowhere else for the guns to store. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the accessories. So, anyways, now for the alt mode comparisons. Here he is with the SSA6 Blurr. As you can see, yeah, this is the more cartoon accurate design. This is the IDW comic design. I mean, both are pretty cool, but again, I like how there's all these cool little details with this one. And lastly, here he is with Override. So let's see how those two scale together there, and yeah, so that's pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons. Anyways, now for the transformation for this guy, it's pretty much the same as what we got with the Studio Series A6 Blurr. So we're starting off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to untab the arm sections right here from the sides. There we go. They're just on these like clips or pegs, slots, whatever. But yeah, and then you just want to bring these down, and then next you just want to flip this up. There's these slots on the other side, and then there's these tabs also on both sides, and then you just want to actually, no, wait. No, what you want to do first is you want to lift up the feet, then you just want to rotate this out. There we go. That'll snug, get all there, all snug into place. And then next, you just want to split apart this back section, flip out the leg sections right here, and just want to flip everything out. And there we go. And next, you just want to clip this in, lower down the foot to where it's like this. And you just want to do the exact same thing right down here. So just going to do this, flip that out. Then you're going to flip in that little piece up here. Just, nope, man, that popped off. That wasn't supposed to happen, but I guess it happened. But anyways, so let me just reattach that in there, and let's do this again. Okay, so you're just going to put this in only to here, not all the way like I did. Stupid me, but yeah, then you want to clip this all together, and then flip in the foot. And there we go. Now we got the legs. So now lift up the camera. I don't know what this is. This looks like some of those, like, you know what I'm talking about, those like giant inflatable guys that just have their arms waving around. You know what I mean. Outside of like car dealerships or whatever. But anyways, so next we're going to do here is we're going to rotate down the shoulders. Then next lift up this section right here, then rotate around the wrists around this way, and just flip that up all the way to there. We're going to do the same thing here. Flip this up, rotate that around, and then just put that there. And then you're just going to squeeze the arms together so now they're all the way up. Then flip up the seat, rotate around the chest panel all the way to here. And then next, you just want to flip this up here and then lower this piece in the back. Nope, and this didn't go all the way up. So now it should be able to go in. So once you got that all finished, there you guys have Blurr in his robot mode. And yeah, I gotta say, Hasbro did a pretty nice job transforming, you know, the SSA6 Blurr mold into this more IDW styled one. So that's pretty nice, and this still ain't going in all the way. I don't know why. But yeah. But anyways, so yeah, there he is. I'm just gonna have to live with that. Like, this one will clip in, but for some reason this one won't. I don't get why. It's kind of odd. But anyways, so yeah, there he is. So yeah, but now, yeah, there is Blurr. So anyways, let's take a look at the head sculpt for this guy, and this is a definite brand new thing, compared to the more G1 cartoon accurate one that we got with the SSA 6 version. I gotta say, that's a fantastic head sculpt. Like, that definitely captures Blurr from the IDW comics. Of course, got this new shoulder details. A lot of nice new paint and stuff like that, or at least plastic coloring. And yeah, just looks really, really nice. Yeah, on the back, I like how this is like a bit smaller, so it's not as bad of kibble. Yeah, very nice and clean. I mean, well, obviously this, yeah, that's the only downside. Well, I mean, I think you might have had that in the comics. I'm not sure. If you did, that's fine. But if you didn't, but I mean, yeah, that's just how this mold works. And yeah. But anyways, now for the articulation on this guy. His head is on a ball joint as well as his neck, as you can see there. You can look side to side. He can't really look up. That's about as far as it goes, and then he can look down only that far. It's not a lot of movement with the head, but at least looking up and down in that case. Then his shoulders do move out this far and do rotate a full 180 degrees. He does have elbow swivel and a 90-degree bend, speaking of which, at the elbow. And then, similar to the other version, if you untab this, you can kind of get a wrist swivel, but it's not really real. So technically, he doesn't have a wrist swivel, and for some reason, this still doesn't, like, it's not loose, but this just isn't going in all the way. That's a little odd. Yeah, because this one's going in all the way. I mean, this one can go all the way, but it's like it won't stay in. That's kind of weird. But yeah. But anyways, he does have waist rotation. His legs can kick up this far. He can kick back that far, and then out that far. And then he does have thigh rotation, and then he does have a bend at the knee, and then his feet can pivot this much and can go back and forth. It's kind of has that ratchet there, so it's a little bit of an odd movement, but hey, still good for posing. So yeah, so there you guys have this guy's articulation. Pretty much the same as like what we got with the Studio Series 1. But yeah. So anyways, for accessories, again, he comes with this welding tool. He can just place in his hand. It's not really necessary or accessory, but yeah. Then of course got his blaster right here. You can just put that in there. Yeah, there you go. There you have Blurr with his accessories. And for the rest of this review, I'll just take out his welding tool because he doesn't need it. So yeah, like because that accessory is carried over from obviously the Studio Series 1, and the accessory that was based on was from that one scene where they're like repairing Cup and stuff like that, him and Hot Rod. So like to include with this guy, it's kind of a waste. Like the blaster is fine, but like why give him the welding tool? only really the Studio Series 1 needed that, and like even then it wasn't that necessary. But yeah, so there you have Blurr right there. Again, looking very fantastic. So yeah, but anyways, now for the now for the comparisons for this guy. Here he is with the Studio Series A6 Blurr. You can see, yeah, how much they changed from this guy to this guy. It's incredible, but man, yeah, I gotta say they're both pretty good for the mold, but honestly, I like this one a bit more because again, the details like a bit more amazing. Like this guy, like again, don't get me wrong, I do like the G1 Blurr design, but this guy is like sleek and everything, more sleek, and got a bit more like not as like just milky white, dark blue, light blue. Like this guy like mixes all those colors together and makes it look fantastic. So again, still like G1 Blurr, but this is probably my favorite Blurr design. So, yeah, and there he is with Override. It's another Legacy Velocitron figure. Now, so she's a Voyager, he's a Deluxe, and she's not that much bigger than him, but oh well. It is what it is. So yeah, so there you guys have the comparisons for the robot mode. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 collection, Deluxe class, Blurr. And yeah, I gotta say, this is actually a pretty nice retool from, the Studio Series A6 Blurr, because, again, even though, like, not much has changed, like, in terms of, like, engineering and stuff, like, the details, though, like, the shoulders, the head sculpt, obviously, and the paint and stuff, just, make it, like, look different enough. Like, again, you guys saw in the comparison, like, how slim the Studio Series one looked compared to this one. Like, this one had a bit more of a bulk to it, especially with the shoulders, but yeah, I think they did a great job, translating that mold into this, and, still making it a worthy, figure, especially, for the IDW Comics Blurr design. And yeah, just overall, very nice retool. Unfortunately, I got some little key issues with it, mainly like the like this shoulder here, like it doesn't fully tap it, like it kind of does. I feel like a little going in the feeling in there, but it's not as like tight as this one. Like this one has like a click. This one doesn't really. It might be shaved plastic or something. I'm not sure. And the legs here, I noticed are like a little, like I tried getting me in a running pose, but unfortunately I couldn't do that because it's like, his knees like seem a little like loose, especially like around his hips. So unfortunately there's some kind of little QC issues I have with my copy. Not sure if it's for everyone's copies. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm the only one that has to worry about this, so that's not really much of a worry because hey, but yeah. So overall, I like what they did in Hasbro and stuff. Oh, man, they fell over. But yeah. So yeah, again, overall, pretty solid retool. But yeah. Anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more. Comment down below what you guys think of this figure. Yeah, just tell me down below. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now, anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more. And as always, guys, till all are one.